Hello and a good evening to you. I'm Ashani Gamagli with Prime TV News. A quick look at your headlines first. Prime Minister refers to tax relief granted to local industrialists. Gnanasara Thera is granted bail. Rajarat University is closed indefinitely. 5 students who were engaged in ragging are remanded. 3 judges are appointed to the first special court. And in news overseas, EU tariffs on US goods come into force. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has said that a decision has been taken to grant tax relief to local industrialists and to waive off the VAT levied on industrialists when they import machinery. He mentioned that their aim was to enter the world market while strengthening the local industrialists. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe made these references joining in the opening of the Ukwatta Golden Biscuit Factory in the Bandaragama area in Millenia. The Prime Minister strongly rejected the allegations made by certain factions that the government was devastating the local industries. Premier Wickremesinghe recalled that the government was discharging a major part of the work for the development of the local industrialists and protecting them. The Prime Minister said that it is difficult to live in the village only through agriculture. What the government was attempting to do was to provide more jobs from the industrial, tourism, supplies and services sectors. The local industrialists should be developed to protect our local industries. He said that they have to conquer the world market. As such, they are helping to strengthen the industrialists. The Sarasavi Film Awards Festival will be held on August 3rd on a grand scale. This year's Sarasavi Awards Festival is being held for films screened in the year 2016-2017. 23 films screened in the year 2016 and 26 films screened last year will vie for these awards. An independent panel of judges will be judging the films. The Dr. Lester James Pieris Award, introduced at the last film festival, is slated to be presented for the 2 years concerned. Fans are being given an opportunity to select the most popular actor and actress for this festival. In addition, the Ranathisara Award, the Bodhinagoda Sahitya Award and the Pranama Award for the betterment of the cinema field will also be presented. The Independent Television Media Network will be the media sponsor of the Sarasavi Film Awards Festival. Sponsorship is by Cargill's, while it will be organized by Lake House, led by the Sarasavi newspaper. These details were provided at a news conference held in Colombo. Health Minister Rajitha Senaratne has said that action will be taken in future to recruit more public health inspectors. He emphasized that all suitable measures will be taken by the government to uplift the health condition of the people. The minister said that the free health service in the country since 1951 has come in for praise by the World Health Organization. In the past 3 years, the free health service has become freer. All sectors that were not free became independent. The minister said that cancer patients were today receiving treatment free of charge. Earlier, these were taken into consideration as rupees and cents, but today it is being considered as human lives. The health minister was speaking at a function organized for the handing over of letters of appointment to health officers. 214 public health officer appointments were handed over at the function held in Colombo. The Rajarat University has been indefinitely closed. Accordingly, the University Administrative Authority has informed all students to leave the hostels before 10 a.m. today. The cause for the closure of the university is the forceful occupation of a group of students of the administrative building. The Students' Federation of the Rajarat University said their protest is against the participation of the acting Vice-Chancellor instead of the Vice-Chancellor of the university participating in the discussions held with respect to the suspension of lectures for 12 students. Following an inquiry made from the Vice-Chancellor of the university with respect to this matter, it was said that he directed the acting Vice-Chancellor to join in the talks as he was leaving the country. However, due to the objections raised by the students, he said that he gave an alternate date to them. But the Vice-Chancellor said that he had to close the university indefinitely due to their occupation of the administrative building without properly responding to his request. The case filed against former Minister Basil Rajapaksa and Thiru Nadesan, one of his relatives, on the Malwana land case was taken up for hearing again today. The case has been filed under the misuse of funds and money laundering through the construction of a luxury house after purchasing a land from the Malwana area. The suspects, former Basil Rajapaksa and Thiru Nadesan, appeared in courts today. The defence party informed the court that copies of a statement made by Mudita Jayakodi, a witness of the complainant party, had not been provided. Accordingly, the court postponed the case until the 6th of next month. The Akmimana police have arrested 5 persons with respect to an inhumane ragging incident. 5 students of the Agricultural Technology Faculty of the Labudua Higher Technology Diploma Institute in Galle have been arrested. Newcomers had lodged a complaint with the police that they had been inhumanely ragged. These students were taken into custody following the investigations carried out by the police. These suspects were produced before the Galle Additional Magistrate, who remanded them until the 4th of next month. Among them are 4 second and third year female students. The other is a male student. Still in local news, 2 persons who had obtained ransom under the guise of a leading criminal has been arrested. They were taken into custody in Aludgama. The suspects, who appeared as the leading criminal concerned, had demanded a sum of 5 million rupees through a telephone call given to a businessman in the Aludgama area. Thereafter, they had reduced the ransom demanded to 1.5 million rupees while continuously threatening the businessman. Later, after agreeing to pay part of the money demanded, the businessman had informed the Aludgama police. Thereafter, the suspects concerned were informed to arrive at the previous location, and after their arrival, they were taken into custody by the police. Even though the suspects fled on a motorcycle, the police succeeded in giving chase and nabbing the suspects. They are residents at Kalua Modara in Aludgama. The police said that they are drug addicts. The phone used to give threatening calls and several SIM cards were taken into police custody. The suspects are due to be produced in courts. In the meantime, a person from the Wavala area along Goal Road in Hikkadua has been shot and killed. The victim was Chaminda Kumara, a resident of Kalupe in Hikkadua. The police said that he was a suspect linked to 4 murder cases. 3 judges have been appointed for the first special court scheduled to take up cases related to large-scale financial fraud and corruption. The appointments had been made by the Chief Justice. Sampath Abekon, Sampath Vijayaratna and Champa Janaki, who are serving in the Colombo High Court complex, are the 3 judges appointed to this special court. Work of the new court is scheduled to begin on the 15th of next month. The Cabinet recently decided to launch 3 new special courts with the intention of expediting the hearing of large-scale fraud and corruption cases. Accordingly, the government took the initiative of establishing these special high courts based on the recommendation of the Supreme Court after amending the Judiciary Act. The Venerable Galagodatte Gnanasara Thera, who was convicted in courts, have been granted bail. He was released on 2 sureties of 500,000 rupees. General Secretary of the Bodubala Sena, the Venerable Galagodatte Gnanasara Thera, who was found guilty of threatening Sandhya Eknaligoda, the wife of journalist Pragit Eknaligoda, has been sentenced to jail. The Venerable Galagodatte Gnanasara Thera was sentenced to 1 year rigorous imprisonment to be completed in 6 months. He was also ordered to pay 50,000 rupees as compensation to Sandhya Eknaligoda. The incident can be described as an occasion in which justice is meted out to all in the face of democracy, which has been enthroned in the country at present. Minister Sajjit Premadasa today called on the Malvatta and Askiriya Mahanayaka Theras to apprise them of the program of constructing chaityas for 25 viharas having less facilities. This program is being undertaken parallel to the birth anniversary of former President Ranasinghe Premadasa. A program is being planned under the guidance of Minister of Housing and Construction Sajjit Premadasa for the building of chaityas for 25 viharas having less physical resources parallel to the 94th birth anniversary of former President Ranasinghe Premadasa. The minister called on the Mahanayaka of the Askiriya chapter, the most venerable Warakagoda Sri Gnana Ratana Thera, to brief him on this effort. Thereafter, the minister went to the Sri Dalada Maligava and paid obeisance to the sacred tooth relics. The minister inspected the reconstruction work of the Ranviyana of the Dalada Maligava undertaken by the State Engineering Corporation. The minister later visited the Malvatta Mahavihara and paid a courtesy call on the Mahanayaka, the most venerable Tibbotuave Sri Sumangala Thera. The Malvatta Mahanayaka presented a Buddha statue to the minister as a souvenir. Following this discussion, the minister called on the Anunayaka of the Malvatta chapter, the Venerable Niyangoda Vijitasiri Thera, and received his blessings. The Norwegian research vessel Dr. Fridtjof Nansen will arrive in Sri Lanka on Thursday for a 26-day research journey around the island. It has reached the island, further enhancing cooperation in the fisheries and marine activities between Sri Lanka and Norway. The research vessel will assist Sri Lanka in mapping the country's marine resources. The Norwegian vessel was welcomed at the Colombo harbour. The welcoming ceremony was held under the patronage of Minister of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources Development Vijit Vijayamuni Soisa and Norwegian Ambassador to Sri Lanka Torbjørn Gastasita. State Minister of the Norwegian Ministry of Foreign Affairs Jens Frolic Holter was also present on the occasion. Expressing his views on the occasion, Minister Vijit Vijayamuni Soisa said that this was an important juncture for many fields including fisheries activities. Journalists were given an opportunity to undertake a visit to the ship. Minister of Finance and Mass Media Mangala Samaravira has queried whether the Dharmadvipa should be subjugated to a military administration. The minister made this reference in response to a statement made by the Anunayaka of the Askiriya chapter, the Venerable Vendaruwe Upalithera, showering the blessings of the Mahasangha in view of the 69th birthday of former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa. Issuing a statement, Minister of Mass Media and Finance Mangala Samaravira pointed out that the statement made by Anayaka Thera, recognized by the country, was a grave malicious one. He said that he who accepts the Buddhist vision as a real Buddhist is shamed. Minister Mangala Samaravira mentioned that he strongly believes that nobody makes such a shameful statement about the German Nazi ruler Adolf Hitler if he knows a bit of information about his military rule. The announcement states that the Dhamma preached by the Buddha to his disciples was not to advise or favor anywhere in the discourse. Therefore, the Minister of Finance and Mass Media pointed out that he is firmly convinced that no Buddhist monk is a true bhikkhu who admits of such a horrible and horrendous statement, except for a monk of the Devadatta generation. Prime News returns tomorrow, and in the meantime, make itnnews.lk your go-to source for the very latest in news. I'm Marshani Gamagi signing out. Good night.